On to race number 2, the Whirlpool with Gold Circle. It's the Debutante Stakes. It's a grade 2 over 1,200 metres. Got Daryl Marie and Darren Burrows. We're going to go through the card for you quickly and as precisely as one can, and hopefully as accurately as we can. Where number 2, Oriental Bouquet, tops the boards at 5-2. Just ahead of number 3, Leaving Las Vegas, Darren. Those two dominating the market. What's your first choice?
Clyde, I'm very strong on this filly, Oriental Bouquet. I liked her last time out at a big price, and she failed narrowly. There was an objection that was overruled. I thought very unlucky. She's decent, and I think the drop back to 1,200 is not going to be a concern from a good draw. So I think she's worth a small strike, Oriental Bouquet.
Okay, a small strike from Darren's side, and she's she's 5-2 or there, 28-10. And you, Daryl?
Big runner, Clyde. We also fancied her chances last time out. I don't know if you recall.
Yes.
We're bitterly disappointed that the objection wasn't upheld. But they say the bump took place after the line, or on the line.
That's right,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's got a lot in her favour. Have a look. She's actually second best weighted behind Leaving Las Vegas, who, interestingly enough, Clyde, is trying the blinkers for the first time. So there is an equipment change for number 3. Just due to costs of the perm, I removed number 3, so I've only gone numbers 2 and 8 in the opening leg. The 8 is my backup. Captain's Casey. Her last start in a handicap, I was very impressed. The top 2, Clyde, finished, I think, 4 or 5 lengths clear of the balance of the field. She's earned her rating in a handicap. She'll enjoy the pace being on, and she'll be doing her best work late.
Okay.
So 2 and 8, if you want to go wider, add in the 3.
Captain's Christie for Daryl. We're putting that in the play. Let's take a look at the bipot. This is what we're doing. It's Daryl's bipot, and I think, has Darren also worked one out? I think he has, yeah. So Darren Burrows has got a bipot worked out. Banker 2. Let's do Darren Burrows first. Banker 2 by 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 14, by 7 and 8, by 5, 13 and 14, by Banker 4, by 3, 7, 11, 13 and 14, and that is a 180 Rand bipot. Daryl Marie, here's his bipot. He's gone 2 and 8, by 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, 14, by 7, 9, 10, by 13 and 14, Banker the 4, and at the back of his bipot, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13 and 14. At Whirlpool, Twitter handicap is the 3rd. It's a listed event over the mile. Here we'll talk to Darren quickly about number 14, Quasi for sure, as to whether or not the draw is a problem. It tops the boards at 3-1. The 9, Silvano's Dasher, is 5-1. Second choice. The number 5, Captain Fontaine, Darren, is up there at around 7-1. I also like 1, Cosmic Highway, got the draw, also trading 7-8-1. Are you in the Quasi for sure camp, or where are you going?
No, not for me, Clyde. I'm a big fan of Silvano's Dasher. I always have been. He's one of my favorite horses in training. He is a 1,400 meter specialist, but he's yet to prove himself over the mile. But he's only had 1 or 2 starts over a mile, and he's had excuses. 3 runs back, he ran a place behind Pakaya over the mile. He actually ran behind Quasi for sure that day, and he's 6 kilos better off at the weights. And he's got a better draw than Quasi for sure has. I just get the feeling that Greyville Mile, he's going to see it out and he's going to show what he's worth. I've always been a big fan, and I think he's the horse to beat. I've got respect for Quasi for sure. I've got respect for Captain Fontaine and a horse like Cosmic Highway.
Yeah, I have to say it's a great field. I mean, there's a lot of talent and ability, yeah? Are you also Silvano's Dasher, or which one?
I can't help. Sorry.
Who?
I can't help.
Oh, you can't help.
6 horses in the bipot.
Oh, you went 6 horses, yeah.
1, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 14.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
The number of horses, huh?
Maybe Captain Fontaine can reverse that form with Silvano's Dasher, Clyde. But Silvano's Dasher, I was very impressed with his latest victory because he was caught out wide. So I don't know.
Interesting. Clyde. I don't think he's won over the mile, Silvano, has he?
1, 5, 6, 8, 9, 14. I don't know. Quasi for sure has got to have it all to do from that draw, Clyde. He likes to be given a chance, settle in.
Yeah.
He's got a big weight. Can he can he run them down? I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any value in his current price. Meridius making his debut for his new yard. His latest, no doubt, his best to date. Cosmic Highway, lovely comeback run. Yeah, I made this race a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, well,
I'm actually just happy surviving with 1 out of 6 in the bar pot.
just to get through.
Yeah.
Well, Captain Fortuyn, at least we know, stays the mile, and Quasi for sure, no problem with the distance. This is what we're doing in the bets, so recommended bets in terms of place accumulators. Darren's worked it out. He's bankering 9. He's happy with that. So Silvano's dasher for the PAs by 7 and 8, by 5, 13 and 14, by banker 4 later, by 3, 7, 13 and 14, then banker 11, and the last leg 2, 5, 6, 9, 11, 12. PA cost 144 Rand. All right, pick 6 time. There's a pick 6 carryover. I think expecting about a 12 million Rand pool on the Sunday afternoon. Riding high together. It's the Gold Bracelet, a Group 2 over 2,000 metres. Darren Burrows, and we'll see Durban July horses starting to make their way again. We haven't seen one, I don't think, since the July that's, nothing come out and run. So number 7, Bless My Stars, together with a couple others, will be the first to do so. Tops the boards at 2 to 1. How open the first leg of the pick 6 for you?
Clyde, I went the safe route. I went 5 or 6 runners. Now, Bless My Stars, I actually fancied her in my top 4 selections for the Durban July because she was a young 3-year-old with 52 and a 1 draw. She had everything in her favour. She ran a cracker, I must say, behind Winchester Mansion.
Okay, so we'll put that into the play. Your side, Daryl?
I made this race very difficult, Clyde. I gave chances to numbers all of 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11.
7, 8, 9, 10. It's an open race, eh?
I think the 10 could be the value. Silver Darling. No doubt she's track and trip suited. She's better than her run in the July. She's best weighted, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have look at the best weighted column.
Yeah,
what price is she over there while
Silver
you're busy,
Darling
Clyde?
is 7.
7 to 1.
7 to
1. I think that's a fair price about her. There's no doubt she's going to improve on her run in the July. Possibly reverse that form with Bless My Stars.
Yeah, she's got a lot of ground to make up, though.
But like I say, you can make a case for all of 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11.
Okay.
If I had to recommend a bet right now, I'd go each way number 10.
Each way number 10. All right, thanks, Daryl. Here, guys, let's have a look at the pick 6. This is Darren Burrows has worked this out for you. In terms of the pick 6, he's gone 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, by 5, 13, 14, by banker 4, by 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14, then 1 and 11, and then the field. It is a massive pool today, so take your chances in terms of percentages. Why not? It's worth the bet. On to race number 5, the Whirlpool moment of the day. Champion Stakes, a Group 1 event, and the Juvenile guys that come together, and there's a filly in here I see as well. Frenchie, she's taking her chances with the boys here. But what a race this is going to turn out to be, with Lucky Lad number 13, top of the boards at 14 to 10, the undefeated Lucky Lad. 5, Main Defender, 3 to 1 is the second choice, and number 14, Sandringham Summit, is trading at around 7 to 2 or thereabouts as well. So interesting. Main Defender is also one of those that's undefeated. Darren, it's a great race, I think.
Fantastic race, Clyde. This is a proper Group 1 juvenile race because the top 3 in the betting are all way above average. Now, Sandringham Summit, nothing went his way last time out. How he got up to win, I don't know. But if the gap's open for him, he would have won by 3 to 4 lengths going away. He's a classy animal. He will love the step up to a mile. And he's a serious runner, even from a deep draw. As well as Lucky Lad, done nothing wrong in his 4 starts to date. His last win was super impressive when he beat Outlaw King 5 lengths. Then you got Main Defender, who's done nothing wrong. And I liked his last win. He won with a lot in hand. So those 3 are enough, and that's the quartet for first, second, third with a field for fourth.
Yeah, okay, I think we can draw the line there. You're big on Lucky Lad, right?
Not big enough for me to bank at him, Clyde.
Okay.
I've just backed him up with Sandringham Summit, number 14. Very impressed with his latest victory. I mean, like Darren touched on, he had no right to win And it's just amazing that he actually did, and he was going away in the later stages. So I think if given a chance once again, I don't want to see him rushed up from a 14 draw and change tactics, because obviously he appreciated coming off the pace last time out. I want to see him finishing the race off. But Lucky Lad, currently I think he's in a league of his own. If he stays, he wins. Will he stay? What are your feelings?
Yeah, I don't see any reason why not.
Doesn't look like he's heading in the early stages. He really relaxes in the early parts.
I don't see any reason why any of them won't stay, to be honest. I think they'll all go. They should all be fine. But Lucky Lad, yeah, okay, Sandringham Darrell's the only danger to Lucky in terms of the way he's played it. Let's put this up, guys. We've got, what have we got here? We've got a jackpot worked out for you, have we? Yes, it's a carry. I think it's a carryover jackpot. I need to just make sure. Is it jackpot 1 or jackpot 3? No, it must be jackpot. This jackpot, that's a carryover. Yeah, 250,000 Rand jackpot. And anyway, take your chances. We go 13 and 14 by Banker 4. This is Darrell's jackpot, by the way, by 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14, by 1, 2, 10, 11. That's the jackpot today. Let's get on Sunday. Right, let's get on to the Mercury now. And number 4, Gimme a Prince, is trading at around 19 to 20 to win on Sunday. Isi Vungu Vungu is no slouch. It's number 9 on the card, so 4 and 9. What does appear to be perhaps a 2-horse race, perhaps, because there is respect for the second favourite. I know Darrell's very big on Gimme a Prince, as is Darren. Darrell, I mean, this is your favourite horse. So Banker?
Banker.
No chances taken, we're going ahead, right? No excuses.
No excuses.
Right.
He's the boss.
He's the
boss of bosses over sprint trips. Yeah, Clyde. Last time out, you know, that's always a difficult race to win for top weights. And he did it, impressively. Yeah, Clyde, I really think over the 1200, course and distance suited, cracks a draw. If you can just be 3-4 lengths off the pace, midfield, he's going to swallow them up. I mean, he gave Thunderstruck so much weight, Sergey so much weight. There's a huge turnaround in weights over here. I really, like I said, I think Keegan will be posing on him. Isi Vungu Vungu is a high-class sprinter over 1,000 meters. Yes, 1,200. Let's see how it goes. I think Gimme a Prince will certainly have his measure over the 1,200. Sheila, I'm actually going to say Sheila has a chance of reversing the form with Isi Vungu Vungu. So for me, if you're not willing to take the short price about Gimme a Prince, look at the exact straight line, 4 from 2.
Okay. Well, that form was great with Isi Vungu Vungu when winning the computer form because of Princess Keller and of course Sheila herself. But she must have some sort of place chance, I guess. Mr. Burrows, I know you're also very big on Gimme a Prince, right?
Yes, Clyde, you've got to be big on a horse like this. You know, he's the best sprinter in the country. Last time out, he gave them weight. He was drawn on the wrong side of the track, and he still won. He showed what a quality horse he is. Isi Vungu Vungu, if this was 1,000 meters, I would give him a serious say. But the 1,200 is stretching him a little bit. So give me a Prince of Confidence selection.
All right. And we'll put that in writing for you. Here's a look at the play. Darren Burrows also going race 6. Win number 4, Gimme a Prince, and Daryl Marie also keen on the same. The Whirlpool Gold Cup, it's over 3,200 meters, the marathon event here in South Africa, and it's going to be a super duper race too. How they're betting? They got the favourite here, top of the boards at 15 to 10 about number 3, Future Pearl, the 3-year-old, good enough to win in a race like this, Darren Burrows? I would imagine so.
Definitely, Clyde. With the scratching of Crimson King, who was my original first choice, Future Pearl, his 2 runs beyond 2,400 meters. He won the Gold Bowl easily. He won the Gold Vase easily. He stays all day. He's going to rate a very hard horse to beat in this lineup. I have respect for horses like Blackthorn. He was in need of that comeback run. It was a good effort. Aragosta's alive. Horses like Nebras can't be ignored because I think he's going to bounce back to his best.
All right, we'll put that into the play. But Future Pearl, Darren, big on that. May there be the right one. Got all the right,
Credentials,
credentials.
Yeah. Clyde, I don't think there's a 3-year-old that it's improved as much as he has.
He is, yeah.
I mean, he's really turned into a serious horse over the staying trips. Am I going to be rushing out and taking his current price? No. Can I see him bolting up? Yes, I can. But I'm just not willing to take the current odds on offer. Because, I mean, you got Shangani in the race. Blinkers have been removed, Clyde.
Yeah.
3,200 is his game. He's yet to defend his title. Nebras is there. Can never discount his chances. One-way traffic. This horse has been a bit of an enigma. When he's good, he's superb. But he's let the side down. Let's see if the Blinkers can maybe put him back on a winning path. If he settles, I can certainly see him winning. Blackthorn, very impressed with his comeback starts. Will love the step up to 2 miles. Aragosta. So I can make a case for 7 runners of a year. But obviously Future Pearl's the horse to beat, Clyde. Of that, there's no doubt. But like I say, I don't think there's any value.
The pace won't be a problem, right? I mean, Shangani's likely to go and set the pace.
Shangani could push forward.
Yeah.
Arumagum's going to,
Also be up
would
there.
be up there. Seamaster, maybe Sean. I don't know, Clyde. I don't know what to say.
No, I think that's it.
Should we just leave it at that?
Leave it at that, yeah. All right, let's have a look. Future Pearl. He was noticeably, the last 150 started hanging in the closing stages. But listen, he won very impressively, no doubt. He beat Fight Song as impressively as one could, and he took care of the field. So he is the right horse in the race. There are a few. Daryl Murray saying, let's take a pick 3 and go like this. 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14. By 1, 2, 10, 11. By 1, 4, 5, 9, and 11. That pick 3 cost 140 Rand. 8th race on the card, the Hong Kong Jockey Club Champions Cup. It's run over 1,800 metres, a very good race, there's no doubt. And as far as the market is concerned, I can tell you on the Friday, they were betting as follows. Number 11, See It Again, favourite at 16 to 10, the runner-up in the Hollywoodbets Durban July. 2, Zapatilis is at 7 to 1, so Michael Roberts and Pierce Straden take on the Crawfords again. This time with Zapatilis and Louis McCott was riding. And number 10, Princess Keller, is priced up at 7 to 1. 1, Dave the King. Will he set the pace again? He's 8 to 1. And 8 to 1 about number 12, Al Mutana. Mr. Burrows, let's wrap it up.
Clyde, you got See It Again, one of the best horses in the country. The 1800 is pretty much his starting point because from 18 to 2200, he's very effective. If there's a decent pace on, he can slot in 5, 6 lengths off the speed. He's going to be slicing through them, starting up those engines, the final 300. And I can see him winning. Dave the King's going to have every chance from a 1 draw. I'll make him the immediate danger. There has been talk for Zapatilis. I would have liked him to have 1 more comeback run. And Princess Keller, my favorite filly in training, the 18 is stretching her a bit, and I'm scared she over races.
Okay. Thanks for that, Mr. Marie.
Yeah. Great race, Clyde. See It Again obviously holds Dave the King, but I think Dave the King does have a chance of possibly turning around, Clyde. People think I'm crazy because he's held and he's worse off at the weights, but I like the fact that he's coming back to the 1800 and from a 1 draw. I mean, he should really get the run of the race and be there for nothing. Just needs to settle. Zapatilis, encouraging return. Come back to the Highveld, just as was the case with Winchester Mansion. He's always been a top-class horse. I respect his chances over here. See It Again. I mean, unbelievable run, Clyde, in the July. Actually quickened a bit too well. Striker might just want to hang on to him for another second or 2. You can't say anything negative about his chances. Princess Keller, I think she'll get the trip on her coconut. She's been 10 furlongs in the past. She ran 5th in the Met as a 3-year-old. I think you can't compare her now to what she was as a 3-year-old. So I think she's a major player over here.
Yeah,
If you have
so
a look
once-
at the weights, Clyde, she's actually best weighted, albeit she has earned a rating over shorter. But I'm not discounting her chances, Clyde. She's really at the top draw.
Was running on very well in the July. It was second base.
Yes.
Huh?
Throw me into the
I
back
don't
end
know
of
if
the
it can win, but I
quartets.
mean, it was running on very strongly.
Lovely run.
Lovely run.
Unbelievable run.
Okay.
His last 2 starts have been crackers.
All right.
I'll give him a quartet chance.
You've got a double worked out for everybody, so let's put that double up now from Daryl Marie. He's going like this in this race: 1, 2, 10, and 11, and in the next race 1, 4, 5, 9, and 11. I'll repeat that: 1, 2, 10, 11 by 1, 4, 5, 9, 11. It's a 20 rand double. All right, Dougie White's in the country. This is the Douglas Wyatt Stakes. It's over 1,600 metres, and in this race there are 14 of them that will go to the gate. Darren Burrows, they priced up like this: 4-1 the field. Number 9, Egyptian Mo, tops the boards at 4-1. But one of those races, I suppose that a few could win it, like 12 Secret Identity, who's 5-1, 5 Raskova, 4 Distant Winter. Is there a Shruti? I know you got field at the back of the pick six. Is there a particular horse you like?
Not exactly, but I think Daryl's found a bit of a shooty in Soldier's Eye at 20-1. I think the mile's going to suit. Last time out had no luck. 1 draw, everything in her favour. Egyptian Ma's going to be competitive. That was a good effort last time out behind Miss Geriatrics. And Secret Identity. Pity about the 12 draw once again, but she's very good on her day.
Okay, so that's your summary on that. Open, but you're going Soldier's Eye, any price? What's it, 20-1 or something?
22, and I like the look of
Nice.
Soldier's Eye.
That's good to
You
know.
watch her replay last time out, she should have finished 3 lengths closer.
Oh, okay.
The mile's going to suit her. The 1 draw, a lot in her favour. I wouldn't be shocked to see her reverse that form with Distant Winter, Raskova, and Egyptian Mao, who finished ahead of her. Egyptian Mao did race 3 wide, Clyde? So it was a really good effort on her behalf. Platin Princess, number 11. If you want to go wider than the Golden Slipper form, I'd throw her in, because for her to have got up over 6 furlongs on a quick polytrack surface, her class just pulled her through. She's unexposed over this trip. If she gets the extra and she appreciates it, I think she could spring a bit of a surprise. But I think the value in the race, Soldiers are number 1 each way.
Yeah, so that Soldier's Eye's running got taken up on a number of occasions in the
Yes.
last 200 metres, right?
Yeah.
Although the winner won very impressively, naturally, but yeah, that could be a bit of a shooty Daryl's picked up on. All right, so what are we doing in this 9th and final? Daryl says let's take the exactas. We'll put those up. He's saying 1, 4, 5, 9 and 11 is the way to play the 9th race.